Hey, are you a purpose-driven, purpose-focused entrepreneur who loves to read or sees books as a way of like getting trained and growing? If that's you, then you want to stop and watch this video because I'm going to share with you four of the books that have absolutely changed my life. They've changed the way I do business and they've even changed the way that I run the church. So if you are looking to grow as an entrepreneur, to grow as a person, grow as a leader, then you don't want to miss this video. Okay, so listen, there are hundreds of thousands of books out there, like millions of books, and I love to read. I want to share with you four books. Let's say you're only going to read four books this year. Let's say you're only going to read, which I couldn't imagine, but let's say you're only going to read four books this year, or you're only going to read four books in your lifetime as an entrepreneur. Okay, cool. Then I have four books that I want you to read. I think these books are going to absolutely change your life. I'm going to share those books with you and why I think you should read them or what you're going to get from them when you read them. Now, listen, as a pastor, let's make no mistake about it. The most important book, in my opinion, is obviously the Holy Bible. But I'm not talking about the Bible today. I'm talking about four books that are going to help you as a business owner. It's going to help you as an entrepreneur or as a ministry leader. Okay. Are you ready? First of all, if this is your first time here, what's good? What's good? What's good? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm so excited to talk about these books that I forgot to say that part, but hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video. Let me know where you're viewing from in the chat. Okay. Also, you know what else I want to know? Drop in the chat. How many books have you read in the last year? I just want to know. If you read it on Audible, if you listened to it on Audible, it's fine. How many books? Let's do it this way. How many books did you consume in the last 12 months? Drop in the chat how many books you consumed in the last 12 months. The first book is The Pursuit of God by A.W. Tozer. First of all, this is a 3-book compilation, but I'm not talking about all three. I'm just talking about that first one up there, The Pursuit of God. You got to start with The Pursuit of God. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you have been called to entrepreneurship. You've been gifted. You've been skilled. You really want to have a great impact. You want to have great influence. Sometimes you think like, oh, it would be so great if my things were on a shelf, if my book was at Barnes and Noble, if my product, if my earrings were, y'all see my earrings today, right? Shout out to Olivia Hayward. There's a link in the description. Use code COURAGE, right? Maybe you're a maker and you're thinking like, I wish that the things that I make were in a boutique or something like that. And then the success, the ability to do what you want to do, the ability to be able to have the impact, to make the things, to get the contract, to get the clients, it becomes your main focus. And when you are not successful in business, when you have days, and that happens, days and weeks when people are not watching your content and you've decided to be a content creator or you've decided to be an influencer on social media and people are not liking your stuff, you're not getting any new followers, you're not getting any new subscribers, you're not getting any new clients, you can start to think that your entire world revolves around that. It has a negative impact on your emotions. You feel like a failure. When you launch something and it didn't go well, you feel a type of way. And sometimes we can get in a stink. And if we're not careful, we can kind of get in that rut and we can lose focus on what is the most important thing. And the most important thing in the life of the believer is pursuing God. And that's on period. Okay. Like it is pursuing God. So when I get some perspective about what the most important thing of my life is, and that is in pursuing God as a follower of Christ. That's my number one priority. There isn't anything more important than that. Then how the business is going or not going doesn't change my faith or my relationship. How the business is going or not going does not impact how I see myself or what I feel about myself or what I think about God or what God thinks about me. It doesn't do that. When I have some difficulty in some type of relationship, in a business relationship, it didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, or the collaboration never happened, or the partnership came to an end. When I start to have those feelings and I start to feel a way, when I'm reminded that the most important thing as a believer is the pursuit of God. Those other things don't matter. It doesn't matter if your business is going through a difficult time right now. I understand, because I'm a human too. I got bills like you. I got people to take care of. Like, I'm with you. I understand that God gave you a dream. And at the same time, if I can remember that the most important thing in my life is my pursuit of God, then it doesn't matter if the business works or if it don't work. If I got to go back to work or if I don't got to go back to work. If the partnership worked out or if it didn't. If I got 100,000 downloads or if I got 100 downloads. If I have 5 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers. That is not, it don't matter anymore the minute I'm reminded of that. And so The Pursuit of God is probably one of the books that I recommend the most. It is a book that I have read several times over since the first time I read it. It's not an easy read, but it is a phenomenal read. I'm going to say it again. It's not an easy read, but it's a phenomenal read. And I encourage you to read this book first. I'm not just giving you the 4 books in some random order. I'm giving you these books in the order in which I think you should read them also. So the first book, The Pursuit of God, right? I think these books are great on Audible, but I have them, all the books that I'm sharing with you. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not lying to you. All the books that I'm sharing with you, I have both on Audible and physically. So just so you know, I have them both. I have an audio version of it, and I also have the physical book. So get it on Audible. That's great. But you need to have this book physically in your house. You need to be able to take notes, highlight. You need to be able to go back again and again and again. So The Pursuit of God. And I have the link for each of the books down in the description as well. It's right at the top, actually. So you don't have to scroll too far to get it. The Pursuit of God. I love The Purpose of Man and The Crucified Life. But the one who's number one, the first book I think you should read, is The Pursuit of God. Next up, it is The Vision Driven Leader. The Vision Driven Leader by Michael Hyatt. Listen, it says 10 questions to focus your efforts, energize your team, and scale your business. So let me tell you this. I have read tons of books over the years, and I recommend books from time to time. But when I tell you, first of all, The Pursuit of God is a book I always recommend. When I tell you these books I'm recommending to you, it's not from a person who don't read that often, who doesn't have a lot of books to compare it to. I have a lot of books to compare it to. And I am telling you as a pastor, I am telling you as a CEO, as a business owner, Courage Molina University, right? I'm telling you, these are the books that you want to get. If you read books, just get them. You can thank me now if you want, you know what I'm saying? Or you can thank me later. It's cool, whichever you like. This book, The Vision Driven Leader, I started listening to it on Audible, and within like 10 minutes, I was pausing the Audible and ordering the book. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I need to order this book. I listened to it, I read it. And let me tell you why you want to read The Vision Driven Leader. Because you probably have some ideas about what you'd like to see in your business. You probably have some hopes and some dreams and a fantasy of what it would be like, but you don't actually have a vision. And when you get a clear cut vision about your business, it allows you to move with at a new rate of speed, with greater precision, and it helps you to make decisions faster, right? Because I'm driven by the vision that I have. It helps you to get ready to cut away the fat of all the things that you're doing. So I want you to, one, get this book. After you've read The Pursuit of God, then I want you to get The Vision Driven Leader. Okay. When you get The Vision Driven Leader, the 10 questions that it asks you is going to help you paint a clear, concise picture about the vision of your business. It is going to take you from an entrepreneurial mindset to a CEO mindset, thinking about the impact that your business will have in the world, not just the impact that it will have on your own lifestyle, right? It's going to take you from, I haven't just been called to teach Bible, I have been called to pastor a church. It's going to take you from this, like, okay, these are great ideas and this seems amazing, to like, okay, I'm basically like Steve Jobs. Okay, I'm Bill Gates. Okay, I'm like LeBron James. Like, I have made a decision that is going to set me apart forever. Not just I want to be a thought leader, I want to be an industry leader. That's the difference between the vision driven leader and who I was before. The women who are in my community, the women that I lead in community, the women that I coach, they can vouch for it. Since I came back from the retreat, and then I read The Vision Driven Leader, so many things have been changing. And the reason things have been changing so quickly is because this book, The Vision Driven Leader, is going to help you get a crystal clear and concise vision that not only is going to drive your decisions, it's going to drive your business, and it's also going to help people to get on board with what you're doing. It's going to make it crystal clear. It's going to make it crystal clear. It's going to allow you to attract teammates. It's going to allow your teammates to be able to take ownership of the vision. They'll know exactly what needs to be done. They'll understand why you're making the decisions that you're making, because what you understand as a CEO is that there are lots of great things that you're going to be saying no to as a vision driven leader. As a vision driven leader, there are going to be lots of things that are on your plate right now, things that you've said yes to, things that you thought were a great idea that, you know what, you're going to be like, nope, I can't do that. No, out. All these things are out. You're going to slash all of the products and the services that you offer. You're like, nope, I'm going to specialize in this because this is where I'm going to have the greatest impact. I've sat down and I've gotten clarity around the vision. And if it is not in alignment with the vision, this clear, concise vision, then it's out. It's going to make you a better decision maker. It's going to cure you of your like analysis paralysis. You're going to run it through the vision. If it ain't in alignment with the vision, it's out. And if it's in alignment with the vision, now it's something for us to consider, right? Okay, next book is Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McGowan. Listen, first of all, I read this book for the first time when I was teaching still. So it had to be maybe before 2000. It's definitely before the summer of 2017 that I read the book for the first time, because I was still in the classroom then. Read that book, took notes, listened to it on Audible, took notes, had a book full of notes from it, and I used it to help me make better decisions with what I would and wouldn't do for my business, right? Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. Listen, Linda. Linda, are you listening? Listen, Linda. This gives you a system, right? So the vision-driven leader gives you the vision, right? So that you can make better decisions easier. I feel like essentialism is going to give you the system, the matrix by which to make those decisions, right? So you know what your decisions are going to be based on, but how will you make the decisions? By using the strategies and the tools given to you in essentialism. Absolutely love it. Love it. We kind of, as business owners and leaders, we kind of wear this badge of busyness. We are so excited. We want to be busy all the time. We want to be overworked. First of all, when you read The Pursuit of God, you realize that that is not cute. That is not biblical. It is not biblical for us to be out here trying to get everything by force. You cannot get more things by force than you can get by faith. Okay. So we are out here working ourselves to death, taking on more and more jobs because we want to do more and more things. And we feel like, oh, we need all this extra money in order to do it. No, this is not it. And this is not an anti-wealth video, because I'm about wealth building. Okay. Like I'm team luxury. I'm all about having luxury items and living a luxury lifestyle. So don't worry. I want you to keep your luxury lifestyle. Right. Great. What I'm saying to you though is, when we become business owners and we are so used to, especially if you had to start when you were working, we're so used to working during the daytime and building a business. We're so used to chasing after clients. We're so used to always prospecting and always closing and always trying to get more people. We're so used to this mindset that we got to build a business, and this is the way that we're going to expand our brand, by doing more. This book is not about productivity, for the record. This book is not, let me say that again. This book is not about productivity. This book is not about how you can get more done better. This book is about deciding that you want to be what he calls an essentialist, and you want to be intentional about doing less tasks and things so you can have more time doing the things that you absolutely love, spending time with the people that you love, building memories, seeing God's world, spending more time in the word of God. Okay. Spending more time with the Lord in the quiet space, unrushed, unhurried time. That's what essentialism is all about. And this book helps you to create a system, right? Like, okay, I know this is my vision, but how do I decide between all the good things? Because the vision driven leader is going to help you see the things that you should definitely say no to. Okay. The problem with that is that you are so skilled and gifted that people are going to be asking you to do more of what is in alignment. So this isn't about should I be doing this thing or not? Is it not in alignment? This book, Essentialism, it's going to help you choose between the things that are in alignment that you still don't need to do because you've decided that you want to live a life where you are doing less and having the greatest possible impact, right? When you do the vision driven leader, it's going to help you to understand, okay, this is what I want to help people do. Essentialism is going to help you determine how many people you're doing it for, how often are you doing it, right? It's going to give you a system because once you become vision driven and you start using your skills and your gifts, you are going to have more opportunities to say yes to things. Your clients, your audience is going to want you to do more. They're going to want more from you. They're going to want you to show up more often. And essentialism is going to help you to decide when to say no to even the things that are in alignment with your vision. There are lots of things that are going to be in alignment with your vision that you still need to say no to. You still need to be like, yep, that's exactly what we do. Yep, that's in alignment with the vision, but it's a no for us. It's still a no. Yes, that's what I do. Oh, I thought you taught Bible. I do teach Bible. I thought you created curriculum. I do create curriculum. But as an essentialist, I'm only doing the things that are going to allow me to have the greatest contribution to the world, that are going to allow me to have the greatest contribution, the greatest impact on my goal. That's a lifestyle that I want to live. Now, if you want to live a life where you're busy all the time because you like that, then essentialism is not the book for you. Some y'all like to be busy. You just like it. You like to be overwhelmed. You like to be able to have conversations where you're like, yeah, man, I'm so busy. I'm always busy. You like to be on the phone talking about, yeah, you know what? I can never get a break. I can never take a moment. I'm just always busy. I got so much stuff to do. You want to be the busiest one in your friend group. You want to be the busiest one in your family. You want to be working all the time so that you can let people know you work all the time. You believe that having a absolutely full schedule that is bursting at the seams is your way to glory. And so if that's you, okay, cool. Respectfully, I disagree that that's the life that the Lord has for you, but I respect your right to choose it. And essentialism is not the book for you. You are going to reject it with every fiber of your being. If you take joy in being busy and having a full schedule, essentialism is not for you. It just say it ain't for, I don't want you to waste your money. And I don't want you to read the book and then give it a bad review because you love to be busy. Okay, so just don't do it. If you love to be busy, that's your goal in life, to be booked and busy. Well, then, I know it's a sign of success when you're busy and you don't look successful when you're not busy. Like I get that. But we all have to define success for ourselves. And me working like a slave, ain't it who the sun sets free is surely free indeed. So I don't want to be a workaholic. I used to pride myself on working long hours. I used to pride myself on always being busy. Now I pride myself on the fact that I took a nap, that I did some resting, right? I pride myself on the fact that I don't work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I pride myself that on Sunday I am chilling. I pride myself that I don't work on Monday. I pride myself that I don't work on, that's what I take pride in, that the Lord has blessed me with gifts and skills. And I have the mindset that I can build a 6 and 7 figure business as the owner of Courage Molina University, and that I can reach thousands of women through Dose of Courage Community Church without working myself to death. I'm so excited that I have that mindset. Last but certainly not least is Effortless. By Greg McGowan. It is, I mean, it makes complete sense that you would read these books in this order. So if you think about essentialism, how it's going to help you to decide what you do, now you can do what you've decided to do in the easiest way possible. And so here's the thing, right? I said this year that I wasn't going to do anything the hard way. We say things like hard-earned money. Oh, I'm going to do it the hard way. Oh, it's a hard day's work. I'm not doing that. I don't want that. I wanted the easy way. Okay. And every time we talk about the easy way, it's so crazy that I read this book this year because it's exactly what I was talking about earlier during the year. I was like, no, I'm going to get things by faith this year. Things are going to be easy. It's going to be easy to build $1 million business. It's going to be easy to reach 20,000 women. It's going to be easy to grow my YouTube channel. It is going to be easy. I'm going to do things the easy way. And if the hard way is my portion, I'm not choosing it, but I will be able to do hard things. But I'm not choosing the hard way. That's not you. If you want to do things the hard way, you want to do right. And this is not about like, please, people. Okay. This is not about, we hear things like, oh, she took the easy way out. That typically implies that she did something that lacked integrity, that wasn't like Christ. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about everything don't have to be as hard as you making it, friend. Everything don't have to be that hard. Sometimes we're choosing the hard route. When I first started the church, I was preaching something every week. So I had to study for that. And I was studying for myself. And I was also redoing the content for Courageous Discipleship. I did not have to do it the hard way. You know what I could have done? It's what I do now. I could have been teaching on Saturday what I'm learning, what I'm studying right now, what I've already studied. Let me teach from that space, because the word of the Lord is priceless, honey, and it's timeless. It don't go out of style, right? So I could have done that. But instead, I chose to do things the hard way. How many of you choose to do things the hard way? You make things harder than they have to be, because there's a badge in being busy, and there's a badge in doing things the hard way. Guess what? I ain't gonna have neither one of them badges this time. I'm gonna lose both those races. You want to work the hardest and you want to be the busiest, girl, you got it. You got it, girl. Girl, you got it. You got that thing, girl. Girl, you go ahead. That's not for me. It's not what I want for my life. But for those of you who want to have the greatest impact, for those of you who realize that the most important thing truly is your pursuit of God. So if you are building a business that does not allow you to sit in his presence, then I don't know why you think that's what the Lord has for you. For those of you who want to have a vision for your business that's actually going to help you to have the impact that you want to have, that's going to give you the lifestyle that you want. For those of you who do not take pride in being busy, you actually want to do the essential things. You don't want to be doing things just because everybody else is doing them. For those of you who want to have an effortless way about it, you want to do it the easiest way possible. We say we don't want the easy way, but some of the number one videos watched on YouTube are hacks. What are hacks? The easy way to do something. Okay? I hope that you have went ahead and clicked on, right? I hope that you've gone ahead and clicked on the link so that you can go ahead and get your book, get your books, get all the books, girl. Get one at a time, read it, implement it. Don't just read it for fun. Read it, implement it, do the work, right? When you do the vision driven leader, when you do that, sit down and cast a vision for answer all the questions, take the time to do all that work. When you get with essentialism, take the time to take the things off your schedule that you previously said yes to before you were an essentialist. When you do effortless, take the time to seek out ways to do things the easy way, seek out ways to automate things in your business and in your life so that you can get back more of your time. If this has blessed you, let me know. I also would love to know what books you guys are reading. I always love to read great books. I do read fiction, not very often, but I read fiction. So if you have great books that you've read that you think, oh my gosh, I read this book every year, drop those in the chat. And maybe I'll do a book review or something like that if I read them and they're especially amazing about those books. I would love to hear from you. Now, listen, y'all know the night is not over. It is time for you to head on over to the A&O show as TGIW continues. As always, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and turn it to all so you get all the videos All right. I'll see you over there at A&O in the chat. Love you.